I stay in the sales call when the prospect leaves. I think to myself, this is my 30th sales call and still 0 deals closed, still 0 money made. And I thought I was doing everything right. I had the right script. I handled the objections. My tonality was on point, at least I thought it was, right? But no matter what I did, I still got the same thing. Not interested, or worse, they'd literally ghost me and leave the call. And I saw everybody around me close deals left, right, and center. And I was thinking to myself, maybe, just maybe, I'm not cut out for this entrepreneurship thing. Maybe I wasn't supposed to be an entrepreneur. And this thought lingered into my mind every time I took a sales call. And it wasn't until I realized these 3 psychological principles that I was able to have my prospects on these sales calls actually want to work with me, actually give me their money. And I realized 99% of the objections had disappeared in the process. So inshallah, in this video, I aim to show you the 3 psychological principles that has taken, in my opinion, the only reason that has taken my coaching business to over 30k per month, alhamdulillah, and that has allowed me to kind of, inshallah, scale beyond that too. And I want to show you how you can apply that into your business, what you can start doing from today, so that inshallah you can have prospects that 1, trust you, 2, want to buy from you, and 3, pay you right then and there for whatever price you ask them of, right? So, very, very simple. I'm not going to try and make this longer than it needs to be, right? There's 3 things you have to tick off for every sales call for it to be closed, okay? It's around trust. You've probably heard of this before. That's absolutely fine. I'm going to show you how to action this. They have to trust 3 things, and they have to trust them in this order of importance. You, that it will work for them, and the product. Now, the reason I put them in this order is this, because if they trust you, the person that is selling them, then no matter what you are selling, they will buy it from you. I remember reading the 48 Laws of Power and understanding this really, really funny trick. I can't remember his name, but it was a scammer and what he used to do. He made himself the most trustworthy person in that person's life. So he'd specifically target rich people who had family problems, who had like personal experiences that weren't very good, whatever it would be. And they'd come in and make themselves the most trustworthy person in that person's life. So all of a sudden, compared to everybody else, this was the most trusted person ever. They trusted them with their life. And in fact, they trusted them so much, they were willing to give them, let's say, $1 million. Right? And I'm not telling you to go out and scam people and just get them to trust you. But there's 2 reasons people won't trust you. They won't trust you because your lack of confidence in yourself and your product, so it's just the lack of confidence. And they also won't trust you, so I'm going to put that as a minus. They won't trust you because you're not honest. I used to think that I had to lie to my prospects to get them to give me their money. Genuinely. I remember taking a sales call for one of my clients, and this was when I was like a closer. And to be honest with you, they had no testimonials. They had nothing figured out in the business. And I kept telling the prospect certain things that weren't particularly true. I don't know how the prospect figured out that I lied, astaghfirullah that I lied in the first place. But I don't know how the prospect figured it out because I thought I was quite confident. But it didn't go through. And I usually like to reach back out to people after my sales calls and ask them, what went wrong, etc. And I'm usually transparent with them and I tell them, look, I'm just looking for feedback. And he told me, I don't know what it was, but I felt like you were lying to me. And that's why I didn't close that deal, because I wasn't being trusted. You see, for people to become confident in you, for you to be honest with them, if you just do those 2 things, people will trust you. There is no fancy little tactic for people to trust you more. They need to trust you because you have confidence in yourself. You have confidence that you will deliver the best possible product for them. And if you don't have that confidence in your product, then you have to have confidence in yourself, at the very least, that you will try your best to make the best happen for them. That you'll try your best to help them succeed, that you'll try your best to be a good coach, to be a good service provider. Once you have those 2 things, they will trust you. And to be honest, you could actually just click off the video here and just be like, okay, cool. People trust me, that's all that matters. Because this is literally 80% of the sale. 80% of the sale is the person trusting you. But it's very hard to have 100% confidence, right, and belief in yourself. And it's very easy to be honest, All right, to be honest. It's very easy to be honest. So that one you can just tick off. But how do you get them to trust themselves in the fact that they'll make this work? If you've ever been in SMMA, or if you've ever had the objection of, I don't think this will work for me. You could be a fitness coach and they don't believe that keto will work for them. Or you could be an agency owner and they don't believe that Facebook ads will work for them. They basically don't believe that the vehicle is going to be the thing that gets them to their destination. Which is annoying because oftentimes we sell a specific solution, which is a specific vehicle. So what do you want to do in this case? Well, for me, this is actually really, really simple. And it's a skill that you don't have to develop like loads and loads of. You just have to demo. So I call this the demo/story. So what you want to have, if you can't do a demonstration of your product, and this is what I mean. If, let's say, you do fitness coaching, you have to demonstrate a very, very similar example, whether it be a testimonial or your own story or somebody online. It could literally be anything. Give them a demonstration of how this works. Literally show them, like in front of them, show them. Scientifically, if you were to be on keto, this is what you're going to expect. You demonstrate the whole process. If you're running ads for them, you create an ad for them. You show them this is what it's going to look like. These are the results that we're going to expect. This takes 5 minutes before a sales call to do. You demonstrate your product or your coaching. And the second way is to do a story. So the best thing I like about the stories is that it follows a really simple structure, which is, what is the origin? I'm going to put an O with a line underneath. What is the problem they faced? What is the solution you gave them? What is their current situation? Where were they? Where was their problem? What was the solution? What is the current situation? I can't remember the guy's name, but that was his accent when he was telling me that kind of framework. So origin story, problem, solution, current situation. Walk them through that story, you're golden. Like, if you take somebody who had the exact same original situation as them, the exact same problem as them, then the solution is your service, and then you give them the current situation, which is their goal, then you've officially convinced them that this can work for them. That's it. Now, last but not least, for them to trust the product. I am convinced that this is the easiest one and the hardest one at the same time, because it's literally just testimonials. It's just testimonials. There's literally no other way to make them trust the product necessarily. Just proof. Just have proof that this works. And this is the thing. People really focus on the product, and they base all their confidence around the product. They think, I have to have a really good product to be able to sell. No, you don't. The primary thing you need to have is confidence within yourself. Because if you have confidence within yourself, they'll be confident in you. In fact, there's a really cool thing that I like about sales, which is the transaction of confidence. In exchange for the confidence that you have in yourself, your product, your service, whatever you do, and in the confidence that you have that their dreams will come true by them working with you, they give you money. Right? So sales is an exchange of confidence. They become confident in you, your product, and your service, or whatever. If you were to take one thing away from this video, it's work on your confidence. Because when you don't work on your confidence, it doesn't matter how hard you try and have a product with loads of testimonials. It doesn't matter how hard you try and learn storytelling. I don't know why you'd want to do that just for this sake. It doesn't matter how hard you try and demo. If you don't trust yourself, if you don't have confidence in yourself, your prospects will not trust you and they will not buy from you, which is an incredibly important thing to remember. So bearing that in mind, there is one thing that will stop you from becoming confident. And in fact, it's one of the tools that Shaitan uses, right, to stop every single business owner from succeeding. And if you want to figure out what that is, you can once and for all remove any blocks that you have from being confident in your sales process, in your business, and in life, then feel free to watch this video that is going to come at the end of the video. It's also at the top of the description. And inshallah, I'll see you there. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.